Page 24, I Must Tell Jesus. It's in the key of D major. Got 2 sharps, F sharps, and C sharps, and 3/4 time with a pickup beat, and triplets. 1 enda, 2 enda, 3 enda. 1 enda, 2, comes in on 3, so it's 3 enda. 3 enda, 1 enda, 2 enda, 3 enda, 1 enda, 3 enda, 1 enda, 2 enda. Just make the triplets even, which means the note following them is in the same speed. Actually playing 4 notes, but you want to feel that beat. 3 enda, 1 enda. The bottom of the page, on 24, you're here. Just a wrist action there. And I recommend a 3 on the A, the second measure here, because you're in, the chord is this. That's where you're at. So I just stay there. And then you can come down. And then at the top of page 25, I recommend a 2 on the F sharp. You can do a 1 if you want, but I'm going to do a 2. And then a 2, 3. And then you can do a 1 on the G. And then lift up and go down. And then lift up. You're at the end of a phrase. You can lift up. That's basically what it is for the right hand. Left hand's just got these primary chords and they're soft here. A 5/7 chord, 1 chord. The last line on page 24, you're here, watch out. And then an F sharp B. And then I recommend a 4/2 for the F natural B flat. And then a 3/1. I can connect those, you know. So it's here. Over on page 25 is very similar, if not the same. Close. Put the hands together once you've figured it out one hand at a time. If you notice, these triplets in here are by themselves. That's kind of important. When you get down to the last line, that's not necessarily true. Watch this. Some help from the left hand down there. It's a nice contrast. And then on page 25, they're by themselves again. And so forth. Then at the bottom of page 25, at the end there, you have a ritardando. You slow down. And that fermata, you'd hang on to that for a little bit. I recommend only doing the fermata on the last time, if there's people singing. Otherwise, just hold it 2 counts and then repeat. But on the last time, you can hold it out longer. When we do the play with me, I'm only repeating once. There's extra verses down there, but I'm only repeating once means we're going to play it twice, and I'm going to do the fermata both times on that one because I hold the fermata out. I just double it, so it's 4 beats instead of 2. Is all. Then on top of that, we add the pedal because we got a lot of repeated notes. We'd like to connect them, and we want the overtones adding to the sound, and we can do both with the pedal. I'm going to push the pedal down right after I play the notes. I'm going to lift the pedal up as I play the first note in the triplet. See, there's no sound, there's no silence between the A and the D. Between the quarter note and the triplet, they're all connected. So I'm not lifting the pedal up until I play the D, the first note in the triplet. So it's this way. Now remember, you're changing the pedal in that last measure. We changed the pedal because we changed the harmony here. We don't want all that. We don't want all that. Yuck. So change the pedal. Now in the second line, second measure, here there's a phrase here. If you want, you can have some silence before you go on. If you do that, lift the pedal with the right hand. last line, follow their pedaling, it's fine. And lift the pedal at the end of the page before we go on, because it's a new phrase. Now here they're pedaling straight across. Here we're connecting we want them all connected. You see at the beginning, if these triplets were not the same notes, if they changed or something, we would not pedal them. But because they're the same notes and it's loud, we're going to go ahead and pedal them. Second line, second measure, lift the pedal up so we get some silence between the phrases. Like so. Now dynamic wise, we want to hear the melody, the dynamics apply to the melody. So at the beginning, it's medium loud. Everything else is softer than that. You decide how softer, just make it softer. And then at the bottom, the end, you have that getting louder and getting softer, that swell. So figure it's the second measure here. That's where you're headed. So the last line on page 24. And then come back down. And then at the top of page 25, now you're loud. And then all of a sudden you're down to medium soft. It's just a little softer than you were at the beginning is all it is. And you get a little louder. And then come back down and slow down. So that's sort of the idea. You got to learn the music and the pedal well enough so you can start feeling it, so you're not thinking about the mechanics. And when you can start feeling the music, and that's when the magic happens. That's when it turns into music. And that's where you'll get louder and softer, because that's how you feel it, not because the music's telling you to. So, yeah. Let's try this out slowly together to double check the notes and the rhythms. It has a pickup beat, so I'm only going to give us 2 counts. So go ahead and put your hands where they go and the foot's on the pedal. Here we go. Run and go and hold, repeat.